Hello and welcome inside of the Go Auto Arena here in St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. Tonight's matchup between the St. Albert Slash rocking the blue and yellows and the Rocky Mountain Raiders in the green and whites. These teams have met 4 times already this season. It's the Slash who have skated away with 4 victories in that one. The Raiders 0-3-1 with a shootout loss. My name is Wyatt Ziegler. I will be your play-by-play man tonight. Donovan Ekstrom rocking to my right is my color guy. Alex Testowich is on the switch, and Rob Zitlau is our director. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast, and we're excited to have you join us tonight for what should be a raucous matchup tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams, too, coming off of their losses. Rocky Mountain really having a good swing of games, winning 5 of their last 6. But definitely both teams have been having a lot of time to stew and think about that.
Yeah, long break over the Christmas holidays. Slash ended their Christmas season with a loss to the Red Deer Sutter Fund Chiefs. We'll see how they respond in this one. First game back of the new year. Opening faceoff is underway. The puck is flipped into the Rocky Mountain zone. McKibben on there first. Tied up a couple of Slash players, and Keyser comes away with it. Has that puck poke checked off her stick by Borbandi. Couple players colliding as Rocky Mountain tries to get this one out of the zone. It's McKibben on it. Tried to leave it there for Elliott, who was jumping into the play, but overskated that puck.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how smooth of the break, see if everybody's going to be a little jumpy or not.
Yeah, get your sea legs back in it. Rocky Mountain in this one, they've had some time off. They played today, and they also played tomorrow in Calgary, so you're going to expect their best effort tonight and maybe some tired legs tomorrow. Battle for the puck is won by St. Albert. Shot on by Ross, and then Grinnell takes a quick shot in front of the net. Abby Borbandi, one of 2 Borbandis on this Rocky Mountain team. Clearing attempt fails, and now Trotter's going to have to pick it up behind her own net. Grinnell giving pressure. Hobbs is there. Puck pinned along the boards. St. Albert does eventually come out with it. Centering pass for Grinnell. She is cut off. And now it's Rocky Mountain coming the other way. Mabel Maltese settles that one down. She is your starting goaltender in net tonight for the St. Albert Slash. She is 9-0 on the season with a .99 goals against average and a 94 save percentage. Some impressive numbers there, Donovan.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been pretty evenly split, too, for both sides, Maltese and Barrett. Barrett also, either way, either or, strong goaltending in net for the Slash.
Yeah, it's a 2-headed monster back there. They're really important piece of the team because they are the backstop, the heart and soul, but hopefully the team can give them a bit of an easier night tonight to start things off past the Christmas break. Haley's got it now. Short pass to Pedham Sand is intercepted at the blue line and tossed back into the Rocky Mountain zone. Puck in the neutral zone. Pedham Sand will chop at that one and get it into the Slash zone. Allie Reich now making a couple of spins to get away from defender.
You're definitely seeing a lot of puck chasing. I think I saw 4 Slash players just going after the one Rocky Mountain puck carrier. It's been everybody's kind of on edge right now.
Well, after such a long time without it, it's nice to get the feel for it back again. Bogdan, short pass for Schroeder, who's interrupted during the play, and that one will be sent back into the St. Albert zone. Wiltshire is going to give chase, and she's going to cut off that Pisani drop pass.
Yeah, Wiltshire bringing it on both ends of the game, really setting up and just wreaking a little bit of havoc for this Slash squad.
Yeah, good start early on. 2.5 minutes gone in this one. No score and no shots on net, but highly contested hockey game. Turnover in the St. Albert zone, but Jaden Bogdan comes back defensively. Lead pass picked by Borbandi, and Kaya, that is. And what a start for this Rocky Mountain team. Last time we saw them here in St. Albert, it was a very tight contested contest. They fell down 2-0 before eventually clawing back and forcing the shootout. A game in which there was 44 penalty minutes.
Yeah, penalty minutes. Rocky Mountain is very familiar with that. A couple of players, Abby Borbandi having 36 penalty minutes just on her own. A little rough and tumble squad.
Leads the way in that category as Bogdan's trying to break through, but she's interrupted there by Kaya Borbandi, sister of Abby. And now here comes Rocky Mountain, a 2-on-1. Benko over to the left side, tried to feed it back, but that pass is intercepted. Rocky Mountain with the early first chance of the game.
You're definitely seeing that physical play that we always mention as a way of stopping the Slash, and it is working out in their favor quite well.
Santos is going to start from behind her net, an 0-2 player, her last year in the league. Rocky Mountain coming up the left-hand side, but Keyser's going to cut that one off. Smith in her own zone, can't get that one past the line. Santos doing a good job of keeping it in, and now Smith's going to have to take a wheel behind her net and flip it up for Kyra McDonald. Over to Bronwyn Boucher, working up the left side. She's got Keyser with her. Tries to cut to the middle, but surrounded by 4 Rocky Mountain Raider bodies there. And it's a nice defensive job in their own zone.
Yeah, if there's one way of stopping a 2-on-2 is having another 2 bodies get in the puck carrier's way there.
It's a numbers game, Donovan, that's for sure. Ross up the right side for Cadu, but just out of reach, and Trotter's going to slow that one down. Flips it over the right side for Welby. Welby's going to force that one in behind the St. Albert net. Haley's going to get there first for Rocky Mountain. Grinnell on the puck now, moving through the neutral zone, feeds it over the right side for Cadu. Couldn't handle that pass cleanly. Brzozowski now up to the point for Ross. Ross, a long shot with no traffic in front. Goaltender Lawrence will just steer that one aside. Good time to tell you the starting goaltender for the Rocky Mountain Raiders tonight. That's Haley Lawrence, who comes in with a 3-4 record, but a 194 goals against average and a 93 straight percentage. Some sterling numbers in net.
Yeah, once again, good solid backstops are keys to winning these games. It's always good to have that confidence.
Goaltending definitely a strength in this league. Schroeder behind the net. Bumped off the puck, and now Rocky Mountain tried to force it up the right side, but nobody home, and Pisani's going to be the first one on it, trying to settle down that wobbling puck.
What I'm impressed by with Rocky Mountain is just how much they are keeping it, like just all the other players, everybody's doing what they can. It's incredible work from the role players here.
Raquel Ingram now behind the net. Rocky Mountain working in the St. Albert zone. D to Scurfield. Scurfield winds up, fires. That one's going to go wide of the net, but Santos is going to keep it in on the right side. Santos pounds that one in behind the net. Pisani in a battle. Abby Borbandi's in to help out, takes a trip over the net, and the net is off of its moorings, and we're going to get our first whistle of the game. 14-10 remaining here in the first period.
Yeah, the time flies by when there's no whistles. You don't even really realize it, too. Really good play back and forth, and great physical play from Rocky Mountain. Really getting into St. Albert's head a little bit there.
Yeah, it looks like a night and day from the last time I saw these two teams play. Rocky Mountain really bringing the pressure to St. Albert right now. McKibben in front of the net, but Rhodes cuts her off. Smith's initial pass to get out of the zone fails, but her follow-up gets it over to Rhodes, who centers for Bogdan, moving in, makes a move in between, bumped off the puck by Borbandy, slides into the net, puck is still loose in front, goaltender's down, there's a pile of bodies in front of the net.
Oh my goodness, there, why? That was something to behold there. Everybody coming in and wanting to say a little how do you do.
I gotta wonder if Abby Borbandy is gonna go to the box here. That was a bit of a shot she gave.
Yeah, right on that Tim Hortons replay. Body right there. I don't know if that's going to be, the refs are going to give that a call.
Shoulder to shoulder. I think they're going to call it a bit of incidental contact.
A little back and forth.
That's the Slash's best chance of the game so far, still without a shot in net with 6 minutes gone in this one. Lisi's long shot doesn't find its way through. Bunch of bodies in front. Trotter takes the spill. Now Goodwin's got the puck on her stick. Flips it over to Bogdan on the left side. Left point for Lisi's. Back down for Bogdan, who couldn't handle that cleanly. Lisi's smartly just going to flip that one off the glass behind the net, and it's Rhodes who gets there first, but she's bumped off by Kaylee Clouston. Puck flipped all the way on the ice, and that's not going to be enough for icing. Goaltender's just going to freeze it as Jordan Matthews was crawling on in.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff to see for Rocky Mountain there. Clouston with a great job getting the body in front, not taking anything that's too egregious. There's not a lot of, possibly penalized plays. They're just bringing the little more physicality to it without it becoming full-on body checking.
Clouston, one of the players Rocky Mountain brought in this year to help the team's development. Rocky Mountain was a bit of a bottom feeder last year in the league, but the tides have really changed. The addition of Clouston, who comes over from Red Deer, as well as Benko from Calgary, and Claire Hobbs as well from Calgary. So it's a lot of fresh faces on this Rocky Mountain squad, and their fortunes have started to turn. 8-6-3 this year, and if you discredit the 4 games against the Slash, they'd be 8-3-2.
Yeah, no, as mentioned, 5-6 over their last 6 games, and really just turning it on right now, and it's kind of exciting to see.
We'll see if they can catch the Pandas during the second half of this season. A centering pass from Kyra McDonald just out of reach. Mepham pinching in. Over to the point for Ross. Ross tried to go back to McDonald. Jacqueline Elliott in the way of that one. She gets it over to Kaylee. Can't handle that pass cleanly, and it's going to be shot in behind the Rocky Mountain net. Boucher cuts off a player to the puck. Support is there, but Rocky Mountain ends up with it. That clear going through the feet of Dale Ross, and that'll leave the zone as both teams make changes. Stretch pass for Kyra McDonald. Leaves that one for Keyser, who's hauled down. Flipped it to the empty corner. Wiltshire's going to get there first and just try to swipe at that one, but she misses. Santos over to Scurfield. Back to Santos, but that one hit the linesman. Santos head up, that pass just out of reach, and now Callie McDonald's going to try and force that one back into the Raiders' zone. Krausen tried to feed that to the right side for Wiltshire, but that pass was bobbling in the air. Pinned to the board as Rocky Mountain makes changes. Pisani in a good battle there. Lead fast for Cadu. Doesn't go, and St. Albert's just going to flip that one into the zone while they make changes.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain's defense has just been absolutely stellar. Really wreaking havoc in the neutral zone and even in their zone, keeping the slash to the outside. Just an incredible work.
This might be the longest amount of time I've called a slash game in my 2 years that they have failed to get a shot on net. 11 minutes left in this first period, and that one's going to go all the way down for an icing. St. Albert's going to get a chance to get the draw in the Rocky Mountain offensive zone.
Yeah, it's just been great work on Rocky Mountain's part this whole game, top to bottom. Really muddying up the neutral zone, and yeah, once again in their zone, keeping the shots to the outside. Like Ross having really one of the only good chances for St. Albert in this frame, and we're almost halfway there.
Face up, tied up, eventually won by St. Albert, shot by Hall. I think that was deflected over the goaltender, Lawrence.
She struck a pose, just wondering where it went.
Centering feed cut off by Clouston, and then she's going to leave it for Elliott behind the net. Reich all over her. Turnover in the zone as Hall tried to flip that one but couldn't pull the trigger. Lisi's over to Smith. Smith winds up, fakes the shot, gets the defender out of reach, takes another one, centering feed, down low, a shot, and a save there by Lawrence on Kelsey Hall. Her first save of the game, 10:30 into this one.
Yeah, that was unbelievable work right there. Good. If there's any shot to get, that's the one that you want to really get to calm everything down. Rocky Mountain, as we see on this Tim Hortons replay there. Incredible work from Smith, though, to really fake that shot and get that opportunity on that pass. Incredible, but even better save for Rocky Mountain.
Even from up here, Donovan, I thought that was a shot all the way, but that was just a crisp shot pass.
Yeah.
And Smith still without a goal in the AFHL, but don't get me wrong, she is offensive as can be. She just doesn't put him on net as much. She's always looking to get the apples. Mepham, long shot in. That one goes off the outside of the post. Goodwin's on that loose puck. Scrum in the corner, and it will be Rocky Mountain that ends up with it. Kaylee gets it over to Scurfield. That one off the back of the net as Goodwin's drived into the goal. Puck still in the Rocky Mountain zone. Ross tried a short pass there, but it's picked off, and now here come the Raiders. Looking to make changes as Mepham stops up behind her own net. Little lackadaisical with the puck there, and she has it stripped off her stick by Ingram. Ingram doing a lap, tried to drop that one and Bogdan picked it off. Bogdan facing a little bit of pressure there, and now she's coming in 2-on-2. She's got Ross. Centering feed for Ross, and ill-advised pass there as two Rocky Mountain players were surrounding her at the time.
Yeah, just a whole lot of ill-advised passes as we've got a penalty there. Yeah, a lot of Ingram probably wanting that puck back and then right back. It's just been a lot of hoping for the best as we see this on this Tim Hortons replay. Bringing that body on. That'll be a penalty 9.5 times out of 10 in this league.
Yeah, at least 9.5. And that's Dale Ross that takes that one, jumped into the play with Bogdan, and then had to come back defensively as Bronwyn Boucher was covering her defensively, and ends up in a penalty for the Slash, and this will be the first power play of the game for either team. And here's a pick, and it's Brzozowski that's got the puck, but she's got Jacqueline Elliott on her. Brzozowski tried to flip that one for Keyser. This aggressive penalty kill of St. Albert coming to life early.
Yeah, the power kill, as we like to call it there. Absolutely, stellar work, causing people to make mistakes.
And a long stretch pass intended for Borbandi out of reach. And we're going to get an icing on this Rocky Mountain power play. 23 seconds gone off of it. Slash with a chance, shorthanded in the offensive zone.
Yeah, if there's a team that's going to definitely, you do not want to have this opportunity, it will be the Slash.
Puck is kept in by Lisi. He's just going to flip that one back in as the Slash retreat back into the neutral zone. Raiders crossing through the neutral zone. Scurfield, the defenseman, pinching in. He's tried to center that one in front. All alone was Matthews and just couldn't find the puck.
Yeah, great effort there, just skating by. And, you almost saw it. St. Albert didn't see that coming. Luckily, puck bouncing over the stick. Or it would have been a sure goal.
And here's Cadu with a pick in the defensive zone. Clauston on the puck now, unable to get a shot off on that steal. Clauston picking up steam, moving off across the left wing. She's working against Mepham. Couldn't get the pass through as Keyser cuts that one off, and Matthews going to pin her to the boards. A bunch of bodies coming in there to help out now. 40 seconds remaining here on the power play for Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, Clauston looking like she was going to try the old move again, and no doing there.
St. Albert bench calling for a penalty as Pisani was dumped in the play. Matthews drops it for Trotter. Down to the left circle for Matthews once again. Being worked on by Mepham, and Caduce coming in to help out. Once again, a bunch of bodies in there, and this time we're going to get a penalty. Now, I'm not sure if one or two is going to go to the box. I saw a couple of shots there.
Yeah, it was a little bit of some cross-checking, a little bit of punching as we look at this replay. Everybody getting right in on that cross-check there. Couple of punches afterwards. It looks like, I think it might just be the cross-check.
Yeah, and it appears Claire Hobbs will be the only one going to the box, so that'll even things up here. We'll have 11 seconds of 4-on-4 action, and then St. Albert's going to get their crack at the first power play for them this game. Allie Reich set to take the draw to the left of the goaltender Lawrence. That'll be won by Rocky Mountain. Penham Sand wheeling behind her net. Tried to flip that one ahead, but Hall picked it off. Back to the defenseman. That one up but not out. Smith doing a good job of holding the line. St. Albert back to the power play now as Ross steps out of the box. Battle behind the net with Reich, and she is so strong. Schroeder in to help out. Gives it to the point for Lisi's. D to Smith. Left side for Kelsey Hall. Hall working below the goal line. Pokes that one ahead to Allie Reich. She's got Smith at the point. Smith down to Reich. No shots on the St. Albert power play yet. Over to Kelsey Hall. Hall trying to create some separation. Gets it over to Lisi's. Lisi's chance to shoot, and a tip just goes wide off the stick of Schroeder.
Yeah, one more degree of an angle, and that would have been a sure goal.
Smith back across the right. St. Albert still going to work in this zone. Smith, long shot is blocked. Two Raiders there, and Lisi's doing a tremendous job of towing the line there to keep the puck in as Reich blocked that shot as skates to the bench. Bogdan on for her. Schroeder holding the puck as St. Albert makes some changes in the Rocky Mountain zone. Takes a trip there. No call from the referees. Would have made this a 5-on-3. 30 seconds left to go in this St. Albert power play.
Yeah, the stick was there. It was, c'est la vie, I suppose.
Pisani over to the right side for Goodwin, who goes skate to stick. Goodwin moving in the right circle. Stops up, looks at Pisani. Pisani now has options, goes back to Goodwin. Goodwin fakes the shot, goes over to Bogdan. Left circle, takes a long shot. That one steered aside easily by Lawrence. Rocky Mountain chance to clear, and they do, and that's going to do it for this penalty. Both teams 1-for-1 on the penalty kill. And that one just before the red line shot in, so that will be an icing, and that puck will come back into the St. Albert zone with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left here to go in the first period.
Yeah, you mentioned the whole getting the sea legs back, and that was probably the best concerted effort from the Slash. But one thing to be really impressed by is how the Slash have been really keeping the puck in the zone and controlling that blue line when they do have that pressure on there. That's been one thing that they have been absolutely sensational at this game. Yeah,
Rocky Mountain got to do a better job at getting out of their own zone, because you get trapped in there for too long like we saw in the power play. They were there for the entire 2 minutes. You're going to have some tired bodies on the ice. Matthews moving in low. Wiltshire in to help out. Williams with the pinch along the wall keeps that one in, but it's in the possession of St. Albert's Ross. Ross has Boucher wide open, sneaking in behind the defense, but Abby Borbandi came in to close her off. Ross tried to pinch in. That puck sneaks by her, and Callie McDonald's back on it. Ross to her partner McDonald. Off the wall ahead to Boucher, who couldn't tip that one in, and now Rocky Mountain's going to flip that one back. Benko giving chase to that, and it will come back for an icing.
You're definitely seeing the Raiders have slowed down a little bit. And yeah, once you start losing that physicality, it becomes a little bit of a harder game to win against the Slash. There's that skill to pass the speed. Their best success was coming at the start of this game, really just bringing that body on, causing disruptions, causing issues. And they're kind of moving away from that right now.
Well, and that's part two of getting the sea legs back that we know about is once you start skating again, oh my God, you realize how much skating it really is. Puck pinned along the boards now. McDonald, the defenseman, helping in. Tried to get that one to Boucher, who was covering at the point, but it squeaks past her, and now Pisani's in a foot race for it. Met behind the net by Benko. Up ahead to Kyra McDonald, tried to clear that one, but couldn't get out of the zone, went off a linesman. 4 minutes remaining here, first period of action. Still no score to report as a long shot comes in on Maltese, her first save of the game, and a bit of an awkward one when those bouncing pucks come.
Yeah, the knuckle puck, you don't know what it's going to do. It's not like a ball, like a baseball. It's all of a sudden it just shifts, and now you got, especially for a first shot like that, that is requires some fair dexterity to make that save.
Yeah, she is no Mike Smith. She's going to make those long saves. Brzezowski. Lead pass for Cadu, tries to split through a defender. Grinnell on the follow-up is going to poke that one into the zone, and the goaltender Lawrence is going to wisely cover this one. They're going to count that as a shot on net, Donovan.
That's the easiest shot, easiest save you're going to make. It's like a pleasant pass.
Haley Lawrence really stacking the save percentage in this one.
They just pass the puck back all the time.
Face-off one there by St. Albert. Down low for Brzezowski. Clouston cuts her off from the puck and flips it over to the empty spot for Santos. Santos, left side for Hobbs. Hobbs gets that one over to Matthews, sneaking in behind. Lises takes that laser of a shot and wide. Second opportunities as well. Haven't seen any of those from the Rocky Mountain Raiders. Obviously, they've just got the one shot on net. But it seems to me when they take a shot and it goes wide, St. Albert's the first one back on the puck.
Yeah, they almost like skate away and try to regroup instead of following through with it.
Canoe pokes that one into the neutral zone. Trotter's just going to flip it back into the St. Albert zone. Seen a lot of that play tonight. Chip and chase. Smith, backhand clearing attempt. Is held in by Rocky Mountain momentarily. Puck almost squeaks out to Kelsey Hall, and now it does. She's working one-on-one against Trotter. Trotter cuts her off the angle, trying to center that for Reich, who just misfired. Best chance of the night for St. Albert right there.
Yeah, right, and Allie Reich too in the slot, no less.
Hall went for the toe drag there, failed, but Reich defensively is just a beast. U of A commit next year. Keeping that one in, and now Hall's going to take a lap around the net. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in this one. Ross couldn't hold the point, and St. Albert's going to have to reset. Dangerous pass there from Maltese is picked off by Rocky Mountain. Body in front, and that pass in front is once again picked off by Mepham. Saved a goal there.
Incredible work from Mepham.
Abby Borbandi, long shot. Doesn't find its way through. Goaltender Maltese was trying to fight through a screen there. Maltese, dangerous play with the puck.
Yeah, she wants that puck back every single time. But Mepham, great work, great heads-up play too. Not going after the puck carrier and would have left that open, really keeping her head on that swivel there and knowing, hey, if I go after that puck, there's going to be a wide open Raiders player, and that's going to go in. Smart, absolutely incredible play.
And Donovan, you're a former goaltender. I'm sure you'd agree that you'd much rather face the shot than have to read the pass and then the shot.
Exactly. That was an excellent job from Mepham.
St. Albert wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. Rhodes behind the Rocky Mountain net. That one's going to be flipped up by Benko, but not controlled. Santos, who's been out there quite a bit tonight for Rocky Mountain, trying to get things started. She can't get past Goodwin. McKibben on that. Impressive rookie McKibben, 12 points in 17 games, 6 goals and 6 assists. First year in the league. You gotta imagine that her stock will only be rising as she continues to play. As Bogdan has a pass, should have shot that one and tried to find Rhodes, who was nowhere near the play. Centering feed goes through a bunch of bodies, and McKibben's just gonna backhand this one out of the zone, and Benko and Smith are gonna get in a race for it. Kaya Borbani trying to sneak into the St. Albert zone. Pisani's pass for Bogdan gets there, and she's just going to chop it into the Rocky Mountain zone, but here come the Raiders once again. Clouston moving again against Smith. Drops it for Trotter. Over to Hobbs. Back up to the point for Trotter. Rocky Mountain working along the wall as a flutter shot is sent in by Clouston, steered aside by Maltese. 23 seconds left here to go in the first period. Is there time for one more? Matthews walks into the St. Albert zone, being watched by 3 Slash players. Ross, lead pass up ahead for Boucher. She's just going to flip that one in. 5 seconds remaining, maybe time for one last shot, and we're not going to get it as that is tumped back into the St. Albert zone, and that is going to do it for the first period. Shots 5-1 for the St. Albert Slash. No goals to report in this one, Donovan.
Yeah, it's been, this has been, started off a little sloppy, a little really overwhelming work from the Rocky Mountain Raiders. But, of course, the Slash, you can never count them out. And that last 10 minutes has been, was nothing but the St. Albert Slash.
We'll see how Rocky Mountain responds to that last 10 minutes heading into the second period. My name is Wyatt Ziegler. I'm your play-by-play man. Donovan Ekstrom rocking the color. Rob Zitlow is our director. Alex Testowich is the switch. This is an ICU Video Productions broadcast, and we'll be back with Connor Toffin in the second period.
welcome back to the Go Auto Arena at Service Place in beautiful, bountiful St. Albert, Alberta. I'm Donovan Ekstrom, your color guy, and we're going to be having a quick gander. Joining me on camera, Rob Zitlau. On the switch and replay, Alex Testowich. And joining first time, good old Connor Toffin. How you doing, Connor?
Yeah, I was watching and I just decided to give Wyatt the quick 10-minute misconduct. So he's going to sit out the rest of the period as we take a look at the first. It was kind of a little bit of a slow first period. Only 6 shots on goal total, not just for one team. 6 shots on goal. We'll see one of them there. A long save. Donovan, what did you see in that first?
It was definitely this is getting the sea legs back. A lot of how do you do physical play as we witnessed there, and then the puck being left open on this Tim Hortons replay. Yeah, it's a little sloppy to start it off there, Connor, but then eventually you started to see St. Albert get back into it, and the Rocky Mountain Raiders just a little wanting to get their, like, sort of on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, the game, the puck drop today, it started at about 2:25, 2:30. What I'm wondering as a former goalie myself, Donovan, is with 5 shots on the Raiders goalie and only 1 on the slash, are their legs going to be a little tight coming here into the second? It's pretty tough to stay into these type of games when you're only getting a couple shots.
Yeah, definitely. We see the one really good opportunity there, and it was even then from the outside. Yeah, you start to wonder a little bit. Your brain starts to move around as we see once again keeping that pressure on. Yeah, your brain starts to move a little bit, and you wonder what's going to happen next. And it's almost better to face 30 shots in a period than 5 or 1.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I wasn't that good of a goalie either, to be fair. So we'll see if these two are able to do a little better today. What do you think the Slash are going to have to do to score a goal? The Raiders' defense was pretty shut down in that first period.
Yeah, they kept it really well to the outside until the last 5 minutes, really capitalizing on their opportunities. Once the penalty happened for the Raiders, once they took that penalty, you started to see it crumble a little bit, and then all of a sudden the Slash were getting those wonderful seam passes through and really getting some incredible chances.
All right, so we should almost be going underway here, but I don't see any refs on the ice here, Donovan, so we're just going to wait a bit. Maybe Wyatt's getting his skates on right now. He could do it. I don't know.
He'll join on and skate on the ice. Yeah. How did you feel? How did you enjoy the first watching the first period? It was pretty fast action.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was quick action. It was very physical.
Yeah.
For what I expected. I've watched a couple games this year already, and they weren't quite as physical as this one. I thought the refs really put their whistle away. I also thought they did a good job, though, of keeping it fairly both ways. There was some physical plays by the Raiders and Slash both. We'll see if they continue to do that. I wonder if the break, maybe they were talking it over and seeing if they bring out the whistles a little more, because there's no body checking allowed in this league, but you wouldn't be able to tell that by today's game.
Yeah, no, definitely. They called the egregious cross check, but the punches to the noggins, I'll let those go through. Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens starting this second.
All right, so now the refs are out here. We are ready to go for the opening face-off of the second period. St. Albert Slash wearing the blue and yellow, shooting towards the left. They'll take the puck right now. That looks like McDonald with it. They're going to chip it down low. Raiders defense already pinning McDonald up against the boards. They're going to chip it back up. It hits off the ref. Some early tie-ups here. A slow first 20 seconds as the Slash chip it back down. Raiders now looking to move up the puck. Decent forecheck here by the Slash. The puck is going to get chipped up past Lissus. Slash are going to control it again, and we got a whistle on the ice.
Yeah, just a little bit offside there. Yeah, a little bit of back and forth. I think one of the fun stories, too, that we can always mention is how the refs have been getting involved a little bit. Linesmen, lots of pucks off the linesmen in the refs this game. It's always a little bit exciting.
It's always a little bit frustrating as a player, too, but you know what? This game moves so fast that there's only so much you can do as a ref, as Brzezowski is going to chip it forward past Cadu, but it's going to go to the Raiders. There's a Slash player falling on the ice. That's Mepham. Slash and Raiders now tied up on the wall, Matthews and Brzezowski. Slow moving, the Slasher having a lot of troubles getting past this Raiders forecheck right now, but a fortunate bounce for the Slash as the puck goes off the boards and somehow on net. A little bit of pong action there. It'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the Slash.
Yeah, and 1 minute gone by. It certainly feels like 5. But definitely, yeah, you're starting to see too with the Slash. They have a really good forecheck. They are always constantly pressing, and the Raiders are trying to almost keep pace with them.
Raiders will take the faceoff as they look to break it out. They're going to have a 2-on-2, but Slash backcheckers are coming back. A long shot on goal is going to be steered aside by Maltese. Raiders able to corral the rebound. They'll move it to the point. The long shot is going to go off of Brzezowski's stick onto her teammate's stick, but they can't get it through the neutral zone once again. It looks like the Raiders take over the puck. Centering pass. A low shot, now a slap shot down low in the slot. A good save there by Maltese. It wasn't a strong shot, but it was in close. Good job closing the 5-hole. Slash are going to look to break it out once again.
Yeah, Maltese, incredible work. As we had mentioned, your legs start to stiffen up after you don't really make too many saves. Had to be sharp on that one, and definitely was.
So Raiders with the first couple shots of the second period in the first couple of minutes. Good sustained pressure. It's not that the Slash haven't had the puck. They just haven't been able to do much with it as they try to pass it into the slot to Reich, but it won't get through.
Yeah, great work by Kraus and that's why you keep your stick on the ice. Well, good work.
Hall now to the front of the net. Puck stays there, and the shot by Reich is going to hit off of the blocker. Good save there in the low slot by Lawrence. Slash are going to take it over in their own zone. That puck just barely stays in off of the Raiders' stick. Puck behind the net now. 2 women on the puck for the Raiders. They'll pressure. Slash will end up taking control as Reich skates it out from behind the net. Raiders moving it up. Numbers are not in their favor. It was a 2-on-4. Now they're going to go for a change, so they're just going to dump it in and buy themselves some time. As Trotter takes over the puck. Longer pass to Ingram is going to go down low. Are we going to have an icing? No, it looks like it was off of a Slash stick. So once again, another breakup, but once again, they won't have numbers. They're going to try to center it, but it's going to be stopped up by the stick of Bourbondy. Raiders not quite able to chip the puck past Ross. Moving it up now into the slot. And chipping it down low as they'll do a quick dump and chase. Goalie does not play it, stays in the net. Slash. And Raiders, they're tied up in the corner right now, or near the corner. Centering pass. It's going to get through and onto the stick of a Raider. That puck, I don't know if she just couldn't corral it there. That was Bourbondy again.
Yeah, but Randy looked like she just lost a little bit of the footing there in the high slot. But yeah, great work from Raiders, really keeping that sustained pressure coming.
So the Slash now, Rhodes has a little bit of a break with a player up with her. Oh, and they just miss the net. Bogdan just can't quite get the handle on it.
Yeah, Rhodes might be a little bit frustrated. There might have wanted a little bit of a holding call, a little bit of holding, a little bit of interference, a whole lot of stuff going on there. And, but incredible pass nonetheless.
A straight body check along the wall. No call again. It was close. Slash are going to break it down. McDonald with it. Once again, not able to do anything. Pisani trying to hold the line. So she'll pinch in, take control, but can't quite get past 2 Raiders on her own. So the help comes in. Still battling for it. The puck goes to the front of the net, but no Slash in the area. So the Raiders just calmly dump it to the side. They'll loft it down up now to Matthews. Gets contested near the blue line, the long range shot. Those are a lot of the shots we've been seeing so far, Donovan. They're not great scoring chances.
Yeah, it's been on both sides too. A lot of, but when it gets tight, boy howdy do those. It's either shots from the point or shots right in the low slot. Either or. As we look at this, Tim Hortons replay, that chance. Yeah, great work to be fair for the Raiders. Really, hey, not giving up on the play, keeping that, making a world of difficulties for Rhodes.
Well, it's been an interesting period so far. It's a few more shots. I mean, in a 10-shot game for both teams, you'll pretty much take shots any way you can get them and hope you can get some traffic to the front of the net as Smith moves it across to Ross. Back up to Smith. Down low now in the low slot. Centering pass Right can't quite get the handle on it. Good stick play by one of the Raiders there. Smith moving it back up to the captain from about the half wall. Shot hit off of a player and it's going to go wide. Smith pinching low. Oh, sorry, apologies. We didn't see it. They didn't put it up on the board, but the slasher on the power play, didn't even notice that, Donovan.
Yeah, that was our bad there. Yeah, it looks like Slash. I was wondering why they were getting that wonderful sustained pressure going.
I was wondering why they were in an umbrella. I almost called it, and I'm like, no, they're not in the power play. Anyways, Smith is going to get it to the net. Oh, that is going to go just wide. Dangerous there. Actually went through Hall's feet. If it would have hit her skate, it would have been even more dangerous. Smith up high again. Looks like the Slasher going to try and keep it up high, get traffic in front. A long shot. Hits a body and finally cleared out by the Raiders. Good sustained pressure from the Slash, though. Slash gonna chip it back in. Here's Rhodes. Can't quite get it to her teammate. Turning it up ice now, and on net is poked aside. Bogdan just runs out of room there, and the Raiders are gonna clear it down the ice once again.
Yeah, now that would make a lot more sense about why that pressure was being sustained. But you know what? Hey, great work from the Raiders. Really, really doing a great job on this penalty kill.
So Bogdan skating it down the wing. Goes nearly coast to coast and turns it back up as the Slash look to set up pretty much their first scoring chance of the power play here. They have had one shot so far. They'll move it to the half wall. A slap shot. Low and wide of the net. And unfortunately for the Slash, it's going to come all the way around the boards, back into their own end. That should be the end of the penalty as Welby steps out of the box. So we're back to 5-on-5. Only one shot on the power play there for the Slash. Good pressure, but not much more. Bogdan slows up near the line and gets it to Goodwin. The shot's going to hit off of a Raider and go wide. Slash able to keep it in the corner. Goodwin couldn't quite come up with it, and Raiders now going the other way. Played at the blue line by Ross. She's going to chip it up. Purdue can't quite. Didn't have any support there really, so she just tries to dump and chase.
That's a whole lot of dumping, but not too much chasing and getting the puck back on both sides. It's been a little bit sloppy this period.
That play picked off by Ross. Second straight time she's stifled the Raiders on their rush. That play goes up off of a Slash stick and I was going to say out of bounds. I'm used to doing basketball, but just onto the bench.
Yeah, and that'll be a whistle. It's been a lot of shots from the outside, and I will say that both teams are doing a really good job of getting bodies in front of the net, but in turn, you have to get the puck past said bodies, and that has been where it's been a big struggle for both sides.
Something I've noticed so far is a lot of the slap shots that have been coming from the point have been up high. I wonder, as a player goes down for the Raiders, no call. If you get them low, you might be able to get a rebound. I think this game might be one off greasy goals. Nothing too fancy today, Donovan.
Oh, yeah.
2-on-run rush now for the Raiders. A shot just wide on the glove side. Bounces all the way back into the Raiders' end. They'll look to turn it back up ice. The pass goes off of McDonald. McDonald now contesting for it. They'll go down to the ice. We've seen a couple rugby-like scrums today. There's just one more of them as Trotter spins it along the boards to Hobbs. They're just going to move it down low. This is a good forecheck by the Slash right now. The Raiders are having every problem getting it out of their own zone right now. Now they're going to chip it down, and they just can't quite get to the red line, so it'll be an icing.
Yeah, you're definitely starting to see a lot of what the Slash are kind of known for as we look at the Tim Hortons replay on what has been probably their best shot chance so far. 2-on-1, likes to shoot it and just misses the net. Hoping for that rebound. You know, sometimes it's good to just take that shot. Hope your partner's there, gets the puck pass, but no dice.
Raiders will take control off of the face-off, and this puck goes into no man's land again. It's actually on net though, so she's going to play it. Maltese, I think that's smart there. Don't get the whistle. Don't let the Raiders have an offensive zone face-off. Slash won't be able to take advantage though as the Raiders take control in their own end. But a good contest. That's Schroeder down low. Man, just nothing going for either team here. No chances, really no open ice anywhere they're going. Kaylee's going to chip it up onto a Slash stick. Smith Looks to move it up to Reich. Reich now, here's a chance. It's a 3-on-1. Low, shot low. Great save.
Yeah, Raiders really slow change there. Everybody was kind of taking their time getting on the bench, and you end up with a 3-on-1. Almost a rebound, almost a sure goal, but nothing doing.
And we'll see an icing here for the Raiders as they'll have a little more time to change now. They'll sub out a couple players.
Yeah, let's have a look at that one more time on this Tim Hortons replay. Yeah, you can see all the Raiders players coming in. Really sloppy change there. And yeah, that rebound, you'd have yourself a sure goal, but nothing doing. Once again, shots 8-4, 0-0 with 10 minutes left in this second.
Halfway through the game. I like these kind of games. I mean, it might be a little slower, but it sets up for a great finish, though, Donovan.
It does. And, you know, if you're looking at the Raiders, it's really a good way of just getting that sloppy hockey, getting that sloppy goal, making it winning the game.
Goodwin can't quite get the pass across. Rose almost finds her teammate. Off the stick of a Raider, though, as Borbandi tries to take it out. She'll get played along the wall by Goodwin.
Unreal defensive play from Scurfield, sometimes just dropping the body and getting in front of those pucks. Yeah, that would have been a sure 2-on-0.
Raiders, Borbandi again. She'll chip it past Metham. Puck in the corner now. Slash able to take control up to Rhodes. We've got a 2-on-2 right now, folks. It's one of the better chances we've seen today as Bogdan tries to get it across to Rhodes. Great play on defense there as there was some contact after the play had left from Williams. Other way now, puck's going to find its way to the net, but softly.
Yeah.
So
Rhodes had a little bit of a frustration there, a little spear, a little bit of how do you do on this Tim Hortons replay as we see, yeah, physical contact, bodies happening, bodies flying all over the place. Maltese having to really keep focused on that puck. You know, you see 7 bodies falling down and the puck just rolls in. Those are the goals that deflate a team.
Slash able to take control off of the face-off. They'll play it out nearly an offside, but it was a delayed offside, so the Raider defenseman just pretty much had to chip it in, but an easy turnover there from the Slash. They're lucky to have the puck right now. Moving it along to the half wall. Now we'll see a 2-on-1. Pretty slow moving. There is a back checker. That's Clouston back checking for the Raiders. That shot goes off of a stick and wide of the net. So even the 2-on-1s, they're just not able to get much right now.
Well, Clouston really did a good job coming back into the play and not giving up on it. I think that's a really big Raiders positive that they can take away from it.
So Raiders now going on the odd man rush as the Slash make a change. Shot goes wide. Little bit of contact there from the Slash. Bassani's going to play it across. Now they'll move it up to Boucher. She'll chip it down low as the Slash look to set up their forecheck. Good play there to the weak side by the Raider. They're able to get it up, but once again, just a lot of neutral zone play here in this second period. McDonald, she'll chip it up. Stopped up near the blue line. In the corner now are the Raiders, turning and spinning around. Slash able to take control. Moving along the left wing. Passes deflected off the stick of Scurfield to put a stop to the Slash rush, and we'll see another whistle.
Yeah, not too many like grade A opportunities for either team. And when they do almost have the opportunity, as we look at this Tim Hortons replay, when they do have the opportunity of having a good shot, you end up having stuff like that where Rhodes gets tied up and can't get that puck to the stick down and getting that great chance.
So here's Hall with it now. She's going to chip it past her defender. She's got a one-on-one, driving wide to the net, protecting the puck. Tries to lift it up, but it goes just wide of the net. A good chance there for Hall, maybe the best of the game for either team. Raiders going to try to dump it in, but they kind of dumped it in towards the center there, so it'll go off the shin pads of Ross as the Slash look to turn it back up ice. Good pressure there. Schroeder now dumping it down. We'll see Ross on the forecheck. It's a pretty big pinch there from Ross. the defenseman playing down low. Hall comes up with it. Schroeder, rather. Puck played to the blue line, kept in by Bogdan. Here's Hall. Play out to the front, and oh, it looked like they were going for the slap shot. Rhodes was, but gets tangled up with her teammate. I don't think she knew she was coming.
Yeah, Mepham and Rhodes kind of having the same idea.
Pisani playing it to the center. Puck hopping around, bounces over the stick of the player in the slot. They're going to move it back to the half wall, walking the ringette line, and the shot up high is handled. Goodwin, a nice chance there from the high slot.
Yeah, Goodwin really taking it. There comes a time when you realize, hey, I might as well do it myself, and Goodwin does, beating not just one, not just two defenders, but also getting the shot off before the third Raiders defender gets there. Yeah, sometimes if you got to get these good opportunities, you might as well do it yourself, and Goodwin doing that.
Tricky save there for Lawrence, too. A good job to corral that rebound. Is I believe it was Bogdan crashing down on the net. Slash, they'll turn it over once again. Welby with it is going to drop it back to her defenseman. Moving it to Santos. Can't quite get it up past Bogdan. Slash are going to dump it back in. It looks like they're giving a lot of time for the Raiders to break out, hey?
Yeah, just giving them, we'll do a nice change. We'll just take our time.
It's kind of working, though.
Yeah.
It looks like they're putting one forward on the puck and two just kind of ready to go wherever in the trap. High shot there. Gonna miss high. Oh, that puck just went wide of the net. It almost went off the stick of Padam Schland. Nothing doing once again. Raiders had a great chance at a goal on a pretty open net. Kaylee. Shot on net by Smith is gonna go wide. Puck on the ice. One shot, almost two. Good job by Lawrence.
A great job from goaltenders on both sides. Now they're starting to have a little bit of a workout.
Puck ends up finding its way behind the net. Slasher going to chip it up high. Raiders get some fresh legs as that puck stays in deep. Good job by Whittleshire on the forecheck. Puck shot in. It'll find Lawrence, and do we have a penalty here? It'll be on the Raiders.
Yeah, Wiltshire getting the penalty. So we have a look here at the replay. Yeah, not entirely sure where that one took place at, but Slash getting probably their best chance. You know, this is what happened the last time. The last power play was absolutely dominant, and this Raiders do not want to be on this end of this power play.
Pisani controlling it up high to Bogdan. Bogdan gets intercepted on the pass to Rhodes, so the Raiders able to dump it down. Only 4 minutes left here in the first period. What did we have for our shots coming in? It was 6-4 or 5-1 for the Slash,
yeah,
right?
It was 5-1.
So 5-4 so far here in the second period as Goodwin drives wide, slows up, and gets it back to Pisani. Raiders playing that box penalty kill. Shot on net. Sitting in front of the net now. Fighting for it is Rhodes, and it'll go into the corner. Rhodes with control. The slap pass across to Pisani. Pisani slowing things down. She'll move it across. Back to Pisani again. Pisani with the high shot. It goes in. Oh, I don't know how that went in.
That's what I was mentioning the whole time, Connor. Bodies in front. Something's going to happen. Eventually, it will sneak in, and that will cause something. And that's exactly what happened there with Pisani. Everybody converging in front of the net, too. You just see that. Not too sure. Bodies flying in front. And, yeah, that just somehow snuck by and finally breaking the 0-0 tie.
Looks like Lawrence actually had the save, but it kind of rode up her stick and over the right pad there. So an unfortunate bounce for Lawrence. I'm sure Pisani will take that any day, though. I told you it'll be a grease goal.
It's going to be a greasy goal. I'd mentioned the bodies in front, that something's going to have to give, and that just gave.
So back to a 5-on-5 now, with just under 3.5 minutes left here in the second period. A turnover down low. Boucher, centering pass, backhand, can't quite find its way in from Kaiser.
Great work, Lawrence, keeping that body, just watching it, body focus, forward, right on the crest. Great save.
Pretty move there from Clouston. She controls in the corner. Takes a bit of a slash and goes down to the ice. Battle now in the close corner for the puck. Nothing really going on. Slash able to bring it out. They'll find Smith as she chips it high off the wall. Puck held in by Borbundy. Slash now. Oh, player was taken down on the play. Kaiser looks a little frustrated there as she was taken down. So we'll see Ross now. Good job keeping her balance, skating along her own blue line. Hall with it. Gets past her defender. Drives wide into the corner. Mepham. Back down again to Hall. And the puck cleared out off the stick of McKibben. Raiders, good forecheck. Able to keep the pressure on. Moving the play to the low corner. Another battle for it.
A little bit more rugby play and some scrums in the corner.
Slash once again. A little bit of deja vu from last time as Ross skates it out. That puck is going to find its way onto the stick of Schroeder. Hall with it now. Going low, the centering pass is going to go off the stick and over everybody. Ross walking the blue line. Good job to keep control of it. Her shot blocked by Williams. Ross again looks to wind up the slap shot. Can't find a shooting lane, so she'll move it back down low to Schroeder. Schroeder turning it back up. Centering pass. Schroeder back with it. Goes off. Another block shot there for the Raiders. Raiders getting in all the shooting lanes. Right now is Hall. High shot is tipped. Can't quite find its way to the goal. It'll settle down in the high slot. Moving it back to Cadeau.
Yeah.
Puck's just sitting there in the corner again. We've seen a lot of this.
Yeah, definitely in the corner, but great work. A lot of these plays wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Ross really keeping her head up and keeping the puck in and just keeping those shots on net. And yeah, the Slash are starting to realize, hey, if we just throw the puck on net with bodies in front, something good might happen.
Slash are going to turn it back up with under half a minute left to play here in the second period. They'll look to get one more chance here and look to extend on their 1-0 lead. We've seen them score on the power play on a long shot from Ross. Raiders with one last rush. A check on the wall, and I think, oh, it's going to be an offside. You can see the Raiders coach isn't too happy about that one.
Yeah, he is certainly letting the refs have it and wanting a little bit of an explanation there.
I don't think he'll get one.
Yeah, ref's keeping his distance. The linesman can get a little earful for right now. 13 seconds left in the second.
Important face-off. Slash able to control. They'll play it up along the half wall, once again in the corner. And as that puck slides across the high slot, we're going to see the end to the second period. Another slow-moving one, but the Slash able to take a 1-0 lead, Donovan.
Yeah, definitely. This wasn't the prettiest goal you'd ever be able to get, but yeah, the whole idea, throwing bodies in front and eventually something gave, and yeah, it didn't have to be pretty, but it worked, as it is now 1-0 for the St. Albert Slash.
All right, so Wyatt Ziegler is out of the penalty box for his misconduct. He'll come back for the third period. This is an ICU video procast. We've got Rob Zitlau on camera, Alex Testowich on switcher, and Donovan Ekstrom as my color commentator. I've been Connor Toffin calling the second period. We'll join you back right as the Zamboni gets off the ice.
Hello and welcome back. Third period about to get underway here at the Go Auto Arena in Service Place. Let's take a look at the recap on the Tim Hortons replay of that second period of action. And it was the Raiders who got a couple of chances on net, but they're still sporting a donut on the scoreboard, Donovan.
Yeah, and it's not really for lack of trying. It's always been those, like, the last little minute shot there. And, yeah, trying to get that gritty body play, but it's just not happening for them quite yet.
Slash couple of excellent chances. Haley Lawrence has been a stud in night for them tonight, the Raiders, that is. She stood on her head. She's made 11 of 12 saves. Her counterpart at the other end, Mabel Maltese, not as busy. 5 saves on 5 shots, though. 1-0 hockey game heading here into the third period, setting up for an exciting finish here. Opening faceoff won by St. Albert. Smith's tracking back in her own zone, trying to get this one out, and it's poked ahead to Boucher, who squirts that one past Borbandy, but that's going to go all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, it's been a gritty play, and the Raiders really, when they've had their successes, it has been getting bodies on and getting in the corners in those puck battles and really just trying to grind them down. And when they kind of lose that was when you started to see St. Albert really come back into their own.
St. Albert playing good in spurts in this game. It's been a bit of a defensive matchup, if you will. A lot of play in the neutral zone today as both teams don't want to give up an inch. Jacqueline Elliott trying to force that one out, gets it up to McKibben. Puck flipped up into the air, and it's Benko who comes up with it on her stick. Smith, lead pass over to Keyser on the right side. She's going to cut into the slot, take a long shot. That one off the fingertips of the goaltender. I don't think she saw it until it left the stick.
Yeah, she has a little smile on her face there as we see that one more time. Yeah, just kind of, that's why you get into that butterfly position and keep your glove hand up and hope for the best. And yeah, she had no idea.
I mean, if you don't know where it's going, you might as well make yourself big, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Face off to the left of Lawrence is tied up and eventually won by the Raiders. Trotter taking a stick to the midsection there. Referees missed it. And Mepham tried to spin up and leave that one for Ross, and Ross had to fight to get that puck back, and she does, but lead pass is picked off by Genesee Williams, who's going to try to turn back up into the St. Albert zone. It's Clouston with a long shot. That one just wide. On a lot of those today, Donovan, it's been a trying time to try and find the net. Both teams missing by just inches.
Yeah, I'm curious to see like what the shot attempts would look like. It would probably be like a 43-31.
Some kind of James Harden stat line, 13 for 30 in the game. Kaylee walking in left side, Merkin against MacDonald, and she'll chip it past and get it to Hobbs, who's in a battle with Pisani. Hall lead pass, doesn't find its way out, but now St. Albert's coming back the other way with numbers. It's McDonald. Left side, centers that one, scores! Kelsey Hall, 2-0 St. Albert.
My, oh my, that's what when we talk about getting the most out of your opportunities, you know, it's been a lot of slogging back and forth. And as we look at this Tim Hortons replay, that picture-perfect pass, and I think that has been what the Raiders and the Slash have been trying to get this entire game. They've been trying to get that last shot, but there's always been sticks in the way. There's been this, there's been that. There's been bodies in the way, and now finally, one of those plays work, and it is a sensational goal.
And Kelsey Hall, a lot of opportunities so far in this one. Finally, it pays off for her. Looking at her 5th goal of the season, she's now up to 10 points. Callie McDonald, who gets to assist. That is the first assist of her young AFHL career. 2 goals and an apple now.
Yeah, you can't really do much wrong with that. And yeah, as we see there, the puck, the Raiders lose the puck. And just great heads up, realizing that, hey, I might be able to get that perfect seamstress, that seam right dead on, leading into an incredible goal from an even better pass.
Yeah, tremendous job to pull the defender out wide, and now St. Albert's extended their lead to 2-0 here. Just 2 minutes gone into this third frame.
Yeah, the most important goals to get, first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes in this wonderful game of hockey.
Can be a bit of a backbreaker sometimes. Let's see how Rocky Mountain responds. Elliott pinching in. Battle for the puck. You see Benko out on the ice. She is the leading scorer in the AFHL this year. 11 goals, 6 assists, 17 points. So she leads in both goals and points.
Yeah, points, goals, power play goals, a whole shebang.
Kaya Borbandi tripped up getting into the zone, and that's going to be a penalty coming up to the St. Albert Slash. She'll be going to Jaden Bogdan, 2 minutes for hooking.
Let's have a look at this on this Tim Hortons replay. Yeah, it's hooking. Yeah, I'd say so.
Bit of a no-doubter there from Bogdan, and now the Rocky Mountain Raiders, after giving up the early goal, have a chance to start to claw back in this one.
Yeah, this is going to be make or break. This would be the TSN turning point, the ICU turning point, if they can get that done.
I see what you did there. Trotter behind her net, just trying to get things started. Moves up to the right side. Lisi's cutting off the defender, and they're going to put it back into the Rocky Mountain zone. Kaya Borbani once again tries that pass up the left side. Goes over now to Trotter. Trotter moving in against Keyser, looking for a passing option. Goes back up to the point for Kaya Borbandi, but couldn't handle that pass back. Wasn't expecting it. Now that one's going to come all the way out of the zone. Rocky Mountain yet to get established on this power play.
Yeah, and the Raiders almost had like a little bit of a 3-on-2 opportunity, and then, yeah, that pass, just a little bit of a backbreaker there for them.
So you see Dale Ross working in there. She looks like a freight train the way she plowed through 2 Rocky Mountain Raiders there.
Yeah, she is just the whole ice, just skating as fast as possible.
Rocky Mountain now getting into the St. Albert zone. It's Welby on the puck. Welby makes a cut, fell to her knees. She's going to get that one over to Hobbs. Up to the point for Abby Borbandi. D-to-D for Elliott, takes that one off the glass and wide. Bit of a knuckling puck there. Couldn't get it to settle down before the shot. Now it's a foot race between Matthews and Boucher. Boucher takes the inside track. Good job there to fight off the check. And she's doing this all by herself right now. Killing time off this penalty. Only 30 seconds remaining on the Raiders power play.
Yeah, they could just have Boucher out on this penalty kill by herself, and she will take a
a bad penalty?
A bad penalty. I spoke too soon there. That aggressiveness coming back to bite her. Oh, that's a rough go of things, especially just how great of a job she did killing that time, but
I would almost say that was a bit of an incidental. It looked like the feet caught each other there. I don't know if she had the stick in the legs or not. But regardless, Rocky Mountain, they're going to get a 5-on-3 for 12 seconds. And then once that kill is over, they're still going to have another minute 48 to work with on the power play. So if they can get one here quickly, as we have a quick shot on net that is saved by Maltese. And this is actually a carbon copy of what happened the last time these teams were here. St. Albert jumps up 2-0. Rocky Mountain gets a 5-on-3. They scored on the original penalty to remain on the power play, and then they equalized it. So let's see if there's a bit more magic in the box now. Long shot comes in. That one tipped wide and in! Over the glove of Maltese. Puck was going to go about 6 inches wide until Pedham Sand had a stick on it.
Wyatt, you're a soothsayer. Yeah, it's one of those things. Same thing that happened the last time for St. Albert as well with Pisani. Lots of throwing the puck on net, hoping for the best, and it's been missing and back and forth and hitting bodies. And now, finally.
I think the referee's going to have a discussion with the timekeeper. Only 11 seconds was gone before the goal went in. So Boucher should still be in the box as we take another look at the Tim Hortons replay. And a hard shot comes in. And you see the tip by Sand redirects it. And Maltese, who is moving left to right, absolutely caught out of position, but not much you can do on those tip plays. So it will go back to 5-on-5.
Yeah, and hey, Slash need a little bit of a break there. I think that's probably the best outcome out of this 5-on-3 that they could have hoped for.
Who would have thought that the home field advantage would be scorekeeping? See that shot come in once again, and not a thing you can do about it if you're Maltese. 4 bodies in front. Pedham Sand just gets the stick on it, and it completely changes direction.
Yeah, and that's just a rough go of things, especially for Maltese, who hasn't really had a busy afternoon. But we'll see if that starts to get in your head a little bit there too.
15 minutes remaining here in the third period. We've already seen more goals than the previous 40. Clearing attempt does get out, and Dale Ross is going to settle that one down, get it over to Meffam on the left side. tipped in by Hall, your goal scorer for St. Albert Slash this period. Now Allie Reichs in a battle with it. Tried to center that one for Hall once again, but Hall just a little off balance. Couldn't get a stick on that puck. Ross in a race with it. Wins that one, but a good battle as Ingram tried to strip her of the puck, and now it's Krausen behind the net. Krausen and Ingram. Meffham's in there to help out. Puck is frozen along the boards.
That's been the kind of the afternoon for Ingram, really getting into and just really pestering this Slash squad.
I've really liked her game, especially skates hard. She's got a good nose for the puck, and she always seems to be in the right position. So we're going to get a face-off here as that puck was trapped on the side of the net, and there's a bunch of bodies on top of it, so no chance at playing that one.
Yeah, and guess who was in the middle of it? Ingram. Once again, just, really great work on her part. Really, really wreaking havoc on this Slash squad.
And now for the Raiders, it's time to start to grind out this St. Albert Slash team. You're within a goal as Skurfield winds up and fires that one off the left pad. Maltese with the save. Benko almost alone in front as Maltese has to dump out and dive for that one.
Yeah, I almost thought it almost deflected a little bit off of Riley Smith's stick there. That was kind of a wild little bit of a play there as we look at that Tim Hortons replay one more time. Oh, yeah, just real close. Great save from Maltese. Really had to focus.
Another face-off win by the Raiders. That one, puck once again on the back of the net. Smith taking a chop at it, and it'll be in the possession of Rocky Mountain. Over to Skurfield, who's got herself a cannon. That one tipped out of the air by Goodwin. And another bat out, but the whistle was blown.
I was like waiting for that high stick whistle. I'll let the game go on a little bit more.
I think McKibben might have a gripe with that one as she played a little bit of baseball there to whack that one out of the air. But taking a look at the Tim Hortons replay, and that cannon from Skurfield, she just loads up and fires.
Yeah, not an easy save for Maltese, that's for sure.
Puck rimmed around the boards, gets it to an open Boucher. She's going to move one-on-one with Trotter. Boucher moving to the backhand, spins, takes that shot, 5-hole. Creative play there, just couldn't get enough mustard on that one.
Yeah, I almost think that she was, I really think that she was going for the a little bit of a deflection there as we see that, hoping for a bit of a rebound and trying to do some weird magic to make get confusion there, but no, nothing doing there.
Well, it's nice to see that the creative juices are flowing in this one. Boucher, she's the player, really turned it up at the end of last year. She had 16 points, but 8 points in her first 23 games and 8 points in 8 games to end the season. And she's really brought that into this season as well as Trotter takes a spill behind the net. Boucher overskates the puck. It's tossed in front. Keyser, quick turn and fire and shooting. McDonald can't get the rebound. Keyser once again on the shot. That one wide. St. Albert with a couple of chances in response.
Yeah, St. Albert, is one thing you got to give credit to is that when the Raiders make a mistake, they will pounce on it to try to get something happening. That's what led to that goal, and that's what led to almost a third goal for them.
Very vital in the last 12 and a half minutes here that both teams try to stay mistake-free, but that's a lot to ask for as Keyser almost open and off to the races, but couldn't handle that pass. Kaylee's on it now for Rocky Mountain. Abby Orbani behind her net gets it across to her partner, Elliott. Elliott, lead pass for Hobbs, and Pedham Sands just going to continue to force that. And that's one thing that we've seen out of Rocky Mountain that we really haven't seen that much out of St. Albert is the short passes trying to get up the ice. You see them make 3, 4, sometimes even 5 to get into the St. Albert zone. Meanwhile, St. Albert's just trying that stretch every time.
Yeah, definitely a lot of passing that's in the red, like through the neutral zone near the blue line for St. Albert. Just, trying to get these shades of the Soviet Union of the 70s, really trying to get those long, long passes.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that none of these girls have watched any 70s Soviet Union hockey, Donovan, but a great comparison nonetheless.
It's a good little historical knowledge there.
Puck played out of play, 12:14 remaining here. Final period of play. Shots 15-9 in favor of the St. Albert Slash, but the goals have started to come out in this one. Kelsey Hall and Pedham Sand responding for each team respectively. Hall tries to move in there, loses the puck. Support from Reich as she tries to throw that one into the slot, and a dangerous play out front. Kelsey Hall almost with a gift of her second goal of the game. Now, Donovan, was that the defender that played that back in front of the goaltender?
You bet that was Krausen. Played it, gave a little how do you do back to even keep your goalie on your heels.
You best believe Haley Lawrence is going to be making her take her to Tim Hortons after this one. Trotter up along the St. Albert bench and tried to get that one to Kaya Borbandi, but Lisi is there for the slash. Rhodes, she's got a goal in this one. She's moving up the right side. McKibben all over her as Rhodes stops up and waits for teammates to join her in the zone. Over skating that puck is St. Albert. Now here comes the Raiders. Benko into the slot. Puck steered aside. Pisani drove Kaya Borbandi hard into the boards. Referee's arms are down, and now here's Bogdan coming the other way. She's got Goodwin. Bogdan tried to leave that one for Goodwin, but good defense by Jacqueline Elliott didn't allow her to get that pass into the slot. Elliott makes a cut in front of her own net. Dangerous play there, and now St. Albert's going to have possession of the puck. Rhodes, errant pass picked off, and now here comes Benko in alone. Benko, Pisani's closing in on her. Pisani takes her down.
Who says there's no checking in women's hockey? They are letting them play.
As Benko takes another trip there, and not to play favoritism here, Donovan, but I've probably seen 3 penalties that could be called on the slash in just the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, I could definitely see a little bit of frustration also from Borbandi when she was pulled down from Pisani. There's a lot of frustrations maybe starting to build up.
Well, Borbandi a victim twice on that last series alone. Regardless, here come the Raiders once again moving into the St. Albert zone. Meffam has a player pinned to the boards. Puck is loose. Matthews was in a battle for that one and lost. Santos trying to hold the line. She's got Boucher, who's been a force out there tonight, who's going to fire that one all the way down. It's going to come back into the St. Albert zone halfway through this third period of play. We got 1 goal apiece on the other side. It's a 2-1 slash lead.
Yeah, and it's been, you're starting to see a lot of, once again, that neutral zone play. It's a lot of difficult to set up in the zone. When they do, that's when these goals happen, right? And throwing them on net and hoping for the best has been the key of getting goals in this game.
Yeah, every goal so far in this one is coming from that home plate area between the dots and in front of the net, and we'll see if that trend continues. Block in front by Kyra McDonald. Keyser's going to lead the charge for the slash as she dashes through Williams. Keyser gets over to Boucher behind the net. Tried to center that one to McDonald, but she took a spill, and now the Raiders, they're going to come the other way. Kaylee moving in. Long shot steered easily to side to the corner and eventually held by Maltese. Maybe not the deflection she was looking for off that puck.
That's been really the story of this game has been one side makes a mistake and then the other side capitalizes on it. And we almost saw that there with the Raiders. As we look at this Tim Hortons replay, yeah, really, but hey, you know, great defensive effort from St. Albert, not making it easy for them to get any shot off.
9 minutes to go. We'll see if St. Albert can hold the lead or if Rocky Mountain will once again force some overtime here at the Go Auto Arena. I'll say a lot more disciplined of a game than the game we saw last time here. Even though there have been some penalties, it was over 40 minutes in penalties the last time, and we were stuck here longer than most people would have wanted.
Well, there could be also maybe a couple more penalties that might have been called in this game as well, so maybe the refs are just learning from the last game.
A 1-goal game, you don't want to play too much of a factor if you're the referees in this one. Wiltshire, she's just going to flip that one all the way on net, and that's been most of the shots that Maltese has seen in this game. A couple high-danger chances, but for the most point, when Rocky Mountain has a quality chance, they've missed the net.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's if they're on a 2-on-1, the puck misses the net by about 3 inches. If it's anywhere, it's all over the place. But yeah, when they get the goal, it was from the point. You almost wonder if it's the other shoe's going to drop for them, and that those chances are all of a sudden going to start going in.
Well, here's hoping as McKibben flips that one in behind the goal. Pisani on it first for the slash. He's going to try and get that one up, but not out as Borbandi makes a pick, takes a shot, went to the midsection of Maltese. I think she was trying to pick the 5-hole.
Yeah, the great work from Maltese to stay strong and, not drop into that butterfly, but unbelievable work from Borbandi there. Yeah, you almost think that she was trying to go almost maybe even blocker side a little bit. But Borbandi, great physical effort too, not making it easy for the slash.
Absolutely out-muscled Pisani on that play, and that's why she has 16 points in 17 games this year. Her last year of eligibility, committed to Mount Royal next year, as well as Sydney Benko.
Yeah, those programs are going to be definitely getting a wonderful boost from them. Those two tearing it up right now for this Rocky Mountain Raiders squad.
Like Leon and Connor out there.
Yeah, you definitely see them together quite often.
St. Albert wins that face-off, and it's Mepham over to the left side. Tried to clear that one. Second effort does get the puck out of the zone. That's Brooklyn Schroeder on it. Schroeder, a player we'll be seeing quite a bit of as she moves to the McEwen Athletics program in next year. And that one will be shot all the way down for an icing. 7:44 remaining here in the third frame. And after what seemed like a long time with no whistles, we've had 3 or 4 in the last minute alone.
Yeah, and a bunch of icings too from St. Albert. They try to clear the puck, but just missing just missing a stick here, a stick there, and once again keeping that pressure up in their zone for the Raiders.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the St. Albert Slash take that many chances the rest of the way here. I think a lot of clearing the puck and pinning it to the board, short passes. I think the strength and the stretch of the offense is probably going to dissipate here as we only have 7.5 minutes in a 1-goal game.
And their face-off percentage too. They've been winning face-offs left, right, and center, which has been keep taking icings because we'll just get the puck back.
As Bogdan makes a steal in the zone, that shot is saved by Lawrence. The rebound is loose. She didn't know where it went. Goodwin tries to center again for Bogdan. That one ends up on the stick of Rhodes, though, who's got Smith wide open at the point. Smith, long shot looking for a tip. Goodwin's stick just missed that one, but she's going to fight for that loose puck as Lisi's corrals it, but can't as it squeaks between the legs.
Yeah, those are the backbreakers there, just keeping that pressure on. They've been doing a really good job for the most part, but yeah, as soon as that happens, you lose a little, you deflate a little bit, you feel a little bit down.
And Rocky Mountain's got to be looking up at the clock now. Under 7 minutes to go here in this one. They need one more. They've already got one this period, so they know they can solve Mabel Maltese, but can they do it twice? Hobbs with a pick, and it gets that one over to Pedem Sandier. Goal scorer tried to flip that one on net, but Pisani got in the way of that one. Battle in the corner. Hobbs comes out with it, takes a bad angle shot. Puck is loose, and it's on the stick of Keyser, who's got to get that one settling down. Puck is still rolling as she walks into the neutral zone and flips that one in. Boucher's going to get there first for the Slash in a battle with Borbandi. But Borbandi, so great with the stick, able to knock her off the puck, and now we have a penalty coming up to the St. Albert Slash.
Oh, a little bit of intrigue starts to sprinkle here with 6 minutes to go in the third, as that was certainly stick right between the legs. That was a fairly egregious trip, but we'll see what happens if a couple of, I'll just say this, there's been a couple of times when that could have been a penalty before that they didn't call, and now it just gets called. It's a little all over the place.
And yeah, consistency's been a question in this one, but now Rocky Mountain, they've already got a power play goal in this one. Can they get a second? Wiltshire on it, drops that one for Santos. Santos, long shot, that one off the toe of Maltese, almost picked the corner. Battle along the wall now. Mepham's in there as well as Ingram, who has been almost in every single scrum tonight.
As mentioned, Ingram has been an absolute tear.
Puck is loose eventually, finally, and now it's kicked out to Scorfield. Takes a shot, but there's 10 bodies in front.
That was like...
Another shot comes in and a save.
That was like a Renaissance painting. Everybody sort of diving in front, and it was a beautiful artistic majesty, especially for Maltese. There's nothing better than having 10 bodies in front of you and hoping for the best. And yeah, it makes your job a lot easier when everybody on the team is giving everything they can. But Maltese with that follow-up save too, to give a little bit of a thank you to the team as well.
Sometimes the question can come on the St. Albert Slash goaltending when you look at a goaltender like Maltese or Barrett, or of whether or not they're needed to help the St. Albert Slash win, or if their numbers are a bit out there because of the strength of the team. But I think this is another fine example of the fact that goaltending is another backbone in this program. Benko working with it now. Dangerous, dangerous player. Drops that one for Kaya Borbandi, who tries to feed that one to the point for Abby Borbandi, sister to sister. Puck swatted down out of the air by St. Albert, and they'll clear the zone. 40 seconds remaining here on the penalty to power play for Rocky Mountain. Lead pass for Benko picked off by Boucher. Boucher tried to make a move, lost the handle on the puck, and now she's going to battle with Trotter behind the net for it. Trotter working her way out of her zone. 20 seconds remaining here on the power play. That pass intended for Clouston missed her, and now it's going to come back into the Rocky Mountain zone with just 4:15 remaining here in the third period.
I will say for the Slash, that's something that I always really admire about them, is that even though you're on a power play or penalty kill, the game's a one-goal game. They are still forechecking like crazy and really still, risking it. All it takes is that all of a sudden a 2-on-0 chance, but still giving it their all.
Yeah, St. Albert Slash still looking for the heartbreaker in this one. Rocky Mountain by no means out of it. Good pass there. As Wiltshire walks in, Welby. Matthews in a battle as Welby takes down McDonald. Pisani does come out with the puck, though. Kyra McDonald out of the box. That pass is flipped up off the glass, and Cadu overskates that one, and now it's Matthews turning around the other way. Flips it in behind the net. Welby with a shot to the head on Callie McDonald. I can't believe that one wasn't called.
Yeah, this consistency has certainly been a really big storyline in this game.
Pisani laying down on the puck now in the defensive zone. St. Albert Slash is trying to kill off the rest of the time in this clock as McDonald finds the open corner and sends that one out. Jaden Bogdan with a steal in the offensive zone for St. Albert. Battling against two Rocky Mountain players. Bogdan trying to go to work and tried to feed that one to Jenna Goodwin, who takes a bit of a stick there, and now follow the bouncing puck if you can, Donovan. It's back on the stick of Goodwin once again, who takes a trip there, and we're going to have a call.
Yeah, finally. This has been certainly refs keeping the whistles deep in their pocket as we look at this Tim Hortons replay. And, yeah, a little bit of the leg sticking out a little bit there. Might be able to say a little slew foot action, but
50-50 call yet again.
It is a 50-50. Yeah, it seems that's like the 50-50 calls are the 100%, and the 100% are the 50-50s this game.
And a bit of an interesting decision coming over to the Rocky Mountain coaching staff. 3 minutes to go in this one. You got 2 minutes of penalty time. So if you can kill off this penalty, you pull the goaltender, but you wonder if they maybe think about doing it a little earlier if they can get possession.
Yeah, if you start to get that set up, but it's that St. Albert squad's not going to make that an easy task for you. It's almost, I think, the smart thing is to just kill the penalty and then pull the goalie, because St. Albert will be all over you, making sure that does not happen.
St. Albert back in their own zone, just looking to kill more time. They're on the power play, but they don't need a goal. Goodwin working in the neutral zone. Picking up some speed, working up the left side. Dashes between a couple of defenders, takes a spill at the end of the play. And that one will be forced out of the zone. Mabel Maltese going to go out of the net to play that one.
That has been the story of Goodwin this game as well. Really going through. And then just tearing up the Raiders defense and offense anytime.
Slashing and dashing, but she hasn't been able to finish anything yet. Ross over to Pisani. Pisani wisely doesn't pull the trigger on that pass, waits for the lane to open up. Impressive defenseman. You wonder if she gets any tips from her uncle Fernando, former Edmonton Oiler, as we all remember. Santos, clearing attempt goes off of the referee, and that one's going to stay into the zone. Momentarily, though, is now comes Benko working against Smith. Benko pushed off the puck by Smith, and that's what I'm talking about earlier, partner. Smith may not be a goal scorer, but she is a tremendous defender. Yet again going to work against Benko. She's going to force her behind the net as Benko takes a spill. Lost her footing there for a second. 20 seconds remaining on the St. Albert power play, and it's been an aggressive kill for Rocky Mountain, who have pulled their goaltender. 5-on-5 here for another 10 seconds, and then Wiltshire will step out of the box and make this a 6-5 advantage for the Raiders. Hall forces that one over to Schroeder. Schroeder has an open look at the net, fans on the shot, but she remains with the play. Schroeder, second chance opportunity here, and she loses that puck. 52 seconds remaining here, third period. Rocky Mountain Raiders down 1 goal. It's Welby walking into the zone. Net is empty for the Raiders.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing it. Almost a little bit of a swagger with the Raiders too. I think they're starting to believe. I think they're starting to feel it, Wyatt. And you're starting to see them come out. They're skating a little bit quicker. I think that a little bit of an adrenaline rush. Goalie's out. It's 5-on-5. Anything can happen. And great work too, preventing a goal. All players just crowding on Schroeder.
And we're going to get a timeout called here by the Rocky Mountain Raiders. A chance to rest the legs for the group. Really important to draw up a game plan here, and I wouldn't be surprised if Benko ends up being the shot man.
Yeah, definitely has been doing an incredible job setting up and getting some of the plays done for the Raiders. As we look at the Tim Hortons replay and just looking back over a couple of these goals here, Pisani at the point, one of the first of the sort of the gritty goals, bodies in front, hoping for the best, and yeah, throw it on net. Good things will happen.
How about a puck on a string, too? She absolutely winded up and fired that one. And here's that beautiful feed from Callie McDonald over to Kelsey Hall, who all she had to do was put that one on net. What a beautiful pass. What a beautiful finish. But it wasn't over there yet as Rocky Mountain responds with a goal of their own.
Yeah, shades of that Pisani goal. Just right at the point. Hope for the best. Throw it on net, and we'll see if what kind of play they're drawing up there as well. If they're going to throw bodies on net, try to get a greasy goal, try to get something for this last 35 seconds.
It's the last chance effort here for Rocky Mountain to get things tied. Keyser, clearing attempt fails. Rocky Mountain's going to keep that in the zone. Centering pass for Benko off a couple of bodies. Elliott takes this shot. That one blocked by Reich. 20 seconds to go. Puck pinned along the boards by Reich, just looking to kill time off, but a Rocky Mountain Raider came in to disturb the play. Scurfield centering pass goes off a body and can't reach the net. Keyser, she's just going to turn into the boards. 5 seconds remaining. St. Albert clears the puck, and that's going to do it tonight.
Yeah, Scurfield trying to do everything in her power. She came in there when they were trying to hold the puck, trying to do anything to make this happen, but no on that.
Scurfield, a player I didn't know much about coming into tonight, had herself a wonderful game, probably the best defender out there for the Raiders tonight.
Yeah, and definitely was throwing her body at that try, and as soon as the Slash were trying to kill time with that, she was there immediately pushing the puck out and trying to keep that the momentum alive for the Raiders, but no doing there.
St. Albert Slash moved to 16-1-1 on the season, 5-0 against the Rocky Mountain Raiders. Slash will be out of commission until January the 8th. They come back and play the Edmonton Pandas in Edmonton. Rocky Mountain, short turnaround. They're in Calgary tomorrow, another travel weekend for the Raiders. Slash now 5-0 against the Raiders this year. They all meet for one more time, February 21st, back here at the Go Auto Arena.
Yeah, you know the Raiders are going to really want to win that one, and just as like a final farewell to these the Slash that's really had their number this whole time, and it's not for lack of trying. They've really played an incredible game, really figured out how to get under the Slash's skin, but no doing there for them.
Yeah, another tight contested hockey game here at the Go Auto Arena between the St. Albert Slash and the Rocky Mountain Raiders. St. Albert Slash, they sneak away with a 2-1 victory, and we'll be back next time. On behalf of Donovan Ekstrom, my color man, Rob Zitlau, my director, and Alex Testerwich, who's on the replays, my name is Wyatt Ziegler, and thank you for joining us.